Welcome to Grind and Mind, a place where discipline meets peace and the mind learns to rest, not by escaping the world, but by mastering it one breath at a time. Settle into stillness and let this story guide you inward toward calm and clarity. Tonight, release the weight of the day. Let each breath slow your thoughts and soften the pressure you've been carrying. Here, we blend Stoic philosophy with calming imagery to help your mind drift into quiet restoration. Allow yourself to let go. Feel your body settle. Feel the tension fade. This is your space to rest, recover, and reconnect with the person you are becoming. Breathe in slowly and let the air fall gently out. Your journey into discipline, rest, and inner clarity begins now. Let the story unfold around you and guide you deeper into stillness. Settle in, breathe, and allow the night to restore you. Breathe, slowly now. Let the body settle into stillness. The night around you is quiet, ancient, untouched. A soft wind moves through the darkness, carrying the scent of cold stone and pine. Ahead of you, carved into the mountain itself, waits an ancient temple, its pillars rising like shadows against the sky. You take a slow step forward. The ground beneath your feet is cool, steady, grounding. Each moment stretches, calming the mind. The world feels unhurried here, as though time itself has chosen to rest. Breathe in, gently, and let the breath fall away. A warm glow flickers from deep inside the stone entrance. Torches burn softly, their flames swaying with the rhythm of the wind. Their light reveals carvings along the doorway, warnings, teachings, reminders of strength and discipline passed down through centuries. As you approach, you reach out and touch the stone wall. It's cool beneath your fingertips, solid, unmoving. The mountain feels alive, as if it has been waiting for you. Your breath slows. Your heartbeat steadies. The mind begins to loosen, letting go of the noise of the day. You take another long breath in, hold it gently, then release it, letting your shoulders fall. The temple invites you forward, quiet, ancient, patient. You step through the entrance, and the air inside wraps around you like calm water. Your footsteps echo softly across the marble floor. The vast hall opens before you, lit by rows of torches. Pillars rise high above, disappearing into shadows. The silence here is deep, the kind that settles into the bones and cools the mind. Carved into the nearest pillar is a simple phrase. Within your control lies your freedom. You pause before it. The words feel heavy, shaped by hands that understood struggle and endurance. You breathe in, slowly, and let the meaning settle. You move deeper into the hall. Every step is smooth, unhurried. Your breath finds a steady rhythm, matching the quiet torchlight flickering along the walls. The world beyond the temple fades. Only this calm remains. A faint sound reaches from deeper inside, a low, distant hum, like the mountain exhaling. It vibrates through the floor, gentle and grounding. You let your breath fall into sync with it. Inhale and release, feeling the body soften. Ahead, an archway leads into the first chamber. The arch is engraved with swirling lines and symbols, all worn by time. At its center is a single carved word: discipline. The word seems to glow faintly, lit from within. You step beneath the arch. The chamber opens in a long, circular hall lined with stone statues, warriors, scholars, leaders each, resting in quiet strength. Their expressions are calm, resolved, unshaken by the storms of life. A soft golden light washes across the chamber. Dust floats in the air like drifting stars. The silence deepens. The temple feels protective, ancient, built for those seeking clarity and direction. You breathe slowly and step further inside. The first statue stands with hands clasped behind its back, gaze steady, carved into a posture of unbroken calm. At its base, etched in stone, what you repeat shapes who you become. You read it slowly, letting the message settle. You feel your breath deepen. The body grows heavier, grounded. Each inhalation draws quiet strength. Each exhalation releases the weight of the day. You walk with intention now, each step deliberate, unforced. Torchlight reflects across the statues, casting shadows that sway in gentle rhythm. The air is warm near the torches, cool in the spaces between. You feel both sensations blending: warmth in the chest, coolness at the skin balancing you. At the center of the chamber sits a low stone basin filled with still water. The surface is perfectly smooth, reflecting the faint lights above. You approach it carefully, sensing the quiet power it holds. You kneel beside the basin. In the reflection, you see your face soften, your eyes gentle, your breath calm. The water does not ripple. It mirrors your stillness, encouraging deeper quiet within. Breathe in and slowly release. Above the basin, faint inscriptions wind across the wall. You read them one by one. What you resist endures. What you accept transforms. The words echo softly in your mind, settling into the spaces where tension once lived. You rise slowly and continue along the circular hall. Each step feels lighter, as if the temple is absorbing your burdens. The hum of the mountain returns soft, steady, grounding. You breathe with it, unhurried and calm. A gentle breeze moves through the chamber, though no doorway is open. It carries the scent of cedar and cold earth. The air brushes lightly against your skin, signaling the path ahead. You follow it deeper into the temple. Another archway appears, carved with patterns shaped like flowing water. Beneath them is a simple message: let go. You trace the words with your fingers, feeling the grooves worn by countless travelers who touched them before you. You pass beneath the arch. The chamber beyond is smaller, more intimate. The walls curve inward, and the ceiling dips low. A soft blue light fills the space, calming the eyes, easing the breath. In the center is a stone bench carved from the mountain itself. It looks heavy, unmovable, enduring through time. Yet sitting upon it feels inviting, thick, stable, grounding. You lower yourself slowly, letting the body rest. The moment you sit, your breath deepens on its own. The body begins to settle, releasing small tensions held in the chest, the shoulders, the jaw. The mind grows quieter. The chamber seems to breathe with you. From somewhere deep within the walls comes a soft whisper of wind. It carries a message, felt, not heard. Release what you cannot hold. You breathe in, gently, and let your exhale carry away one more layer of weight. You sit in stillness, letting the breath move at its own pace. No effort, no force. Each inhale gathers calm. Each exhale releases something you no longer need to carry. The chamber feels like a quiet shelter carved out just for you. The light in the room shifts gently, dimming and softening. Shadows move like slow waves along the stone walls. You feel the air settle. The silence grows thicker, comforting, like a warm cloak around the body. A faint vibration hums beneath the bench, rising from the depths of the mountain. It is steady, constant, unbroken. You let your breath match its rhythm. Inhale, slowly, and release, letting everything fall into the quiet. As you rest, your thoughts loosen. They drift like leaves on still water. You do not chase them. You do not hold them. They come softly, and they fade softly. Nothing pulls at you. Nothing demands your attention. After a long moment, you rise from the bench. Your legs feel lighter, your steps smoother. The room guides you toward a narrow passage carved with delicate patterns. The path curves inward, inviting you deeper. You move slowly through the passage. The walls glow with faint blue light, casting gentle shadows that dance with your footsteps. The air here is cool and clean, clearing the mind with every breath you take. The passage opens into another chamber, this one shaped like an oval, with lines etched across the floor like flowing streams. A small flame burns in a stone lantern at the center, steady and warm. The lantern's flame flickers, swaying softly as though acknowledging your arrival. You step closer, feeling its gentle warmth. Around the base of the lantern are carved words. Steady the flame within. You breathe in slowly, letting the warmth touch the chest, the shoulders, the mind. The flame moves in a rhythm almost identical to your breath. It feels alive, patient, ancient. The air shifts slightly and the flame brightens, casting long shadows across the chamber. These shadows seem to guide your attention inward, toward your own center, toward the flame within your spirit that never fully fades. You close your eyes. Darkness surrounds you, but it is soft, comforting, and warm. You breathe in and feel the flame in your chest steady. you breathe out and let old tension melt, becoming weightless. When you open your eyes, glowing lines appear along the chamber, walls faint inscriptions revealing themselves. They read, "Discipline is the quiet mastery of oneself." The words settle into your thoughts like falling dust. You stand taller. Your breath feels deeper, fuller. The chamber feels like a teacher, silent, ancient, and wise. You bow your head slightly, acknowledging the lesson, and turn toward the next passage. A soft current of cool air flows from the corridor ahead. It carries the scent of stone and distant water. The sound of a quiet stream echoes faintly, soothing whisper guiding you forward. You walk toward the sound. Each step is light. Each breath is smooth. The corridor widens gradually, revealing subtle waves etched along the walls, shaped like flowing rivers that weave and bend elegantly. Soon you enter a gentle chamber where water flows along shallow channels carved into the floor. The sound is soft, barely a whisper, yet endlessly calming. The water glows with silver light. You kneel beside one of the channels and dip your fingers into the water. It is cool, pure, refreshing. The ripple spreads slowly across the surface, moving like calm breath across still air. Etched into the stone beside the water is a short message. Let life flow through you, not against you. You read it once, then again, allowing its meaning to move gently through the mind. You follow the stream as it curves through the chamber. With every step, you feel lighter, more open, more at ease. Your breath deepens naturally, rising and falling like the soft current beside you. Ahead, the water gathers into a small pool. The surface is dark, reflective, mirroring the soft glow of the chamber. You sit beside it, letting the quiet sound wash through your thoughts. As you watch the water, your mind grows still. Reflection shifts slowly across the surface shadows, light, soft ripples. They move without effort, without resistance. You breathe with them, slow and steady. The pool begins to brighten, glowing gently from beneath. Light swirls in slow patterns, moving like breath itself, expanding, contracting, inviting you deeper into calm. Words appear in the glowing water, not spoken but felt. Peace comes when the mind stops struggling. You let those words sink in, dissolving old strain from the inside out. You rise slowly. The chamber feels warmer now, as if acknowledging your progress. The stream continues toward another chamber, and you follow it without hurry, trusting the temple's quiet guidance. As you step through the passage, torchlight returns soft golden, steady. The air grows warmer. The hum of the mountain deepens. You breathe in, gently, and feel the next chapter of your journey begin. The passage ahead widens into a long corridor stretching deep into the mountain, lit by a soft golden shimmer rising from the stone. The air grows warmer as you walk, wrapping around you like a gentle embrace. Every step feels smoother, as though the temple itself is guiding your movements, slowing your thoughts, softening every edge within. You breathe in slowly, feeling the warm air move through your chest, down into your belly, then drift out in a long, quiet stream. Each breath draws you deeper into the mountain, into a place untouched by hurry or noise. Your footsteps echo softly, creating a gentle rhythm that feels ancient, familiar, almost like the heartbeat of the mountain itself. The corridor curves gradually, and faint carvings appear along its walls, illuminated just enough to reveal their shapes. Figures in calm postures, hands at their sides, eyes closed, expressions peaceful, warriors at rest, scholars in reflection, travelers who found stillness in their journey. Their presence whispers of endurance and quiet mastery. As you move forward, a soft breeze flows through the corridor, though no opening is visible. It brushes your skin like a cool hand, carrying the scent of cedar, warm stone, and something faintly sweet. You let it unwind the last remnants of tension from your shoulders and jaw. With each step, the body grows heavier, the mind lighter, the breath slower. The corridor opens into a vast chamber, larger than any you've seen. The ceiling arcs high above, disappearing into a soft haze of golden light. In the center stands a massive circular platform carved from dark stone, polished by time. Deep grooves form a spiraling path inward. Torches line the walls, their flames steady, casting warm reflections across the floor. You step toward the platform, drawn by its quiet gravity. The air feels different, yet heavier, calmer. As you place your foot on the first groove of the spiral, a low hum rises from the stone. It vibrates gently beneath you, moving through your legs, spine, and chest until it settles in your breath. The sound is soothing, ancient, timeless. You begin to follow the spiral slowly. Each step draws you inward with no rush, only calm intention. The chamber seems to expand, its edges fading into warm light. The hum deepens slightly with each turn, matching your heartbeat. Your breath aligns effortlessly. Inhale, warm and steady. Exhale, soft and unburdened. Each exhale releases something you no longer need. Near the center of the platform, the hum shifts into a smoother, softer tone. A gentle warmth rises beneath your feet, spreading upward like sunlight. When you reach the center, you stop. The stone here is warm, comforting. You close your eyes. The chamber grows silent. Even the torches seem to hold their flame still, as though honoring your arrival. A presence fills the air, not a figure or voice, but a deep awareness surrounding you. The mountain, the temple, the stone all feel alive, listening. You breathe in deeply, letting the warm air fill your lungs. You breathe out slowly, letting the breath dissolve into the vast quiet. The world becomes soft, expansive, unhurried. Images drift behind your closed eyes. The calm faces of statues, the flowing water, the glowing inscriptions. Each one returns as a reminder. Discipline is alignment, not pressure. Presence, not force. The quiet mastery of your inner flame. The images fade naturally, drifting away like smoke on a gentle wind. You open your eyes slowly. The chamber remains warm and still, but you feel different within it, lighter, steadier, more connected to the quiet strength beneath your surface. The spiral path glows faintly, marked by your passage. You stand in silence, letting the moment settle deep into your body and mind. When your breath feels ready, you step away from the center and follow the spiral back outward. Each step feels smoother, as though the stone recognizes you. The hum softens, the warmth fades gently, guiding you back to the platform's edge. As you step off, the chamber seems to exhale softly, releasing a quiet breath of recognition. You take one more slow breath in. Let it fill you. Let it steady you. Then release it, feeling the calm expand through every part of you. The golden light rests gently on the chamber walls. The hum fades into silence. You stand ready for whatever the temple chooses to reveal next. You step away from the spiral chamber, feeling a warm steadiness in your chest. The corridor ahead narrows, guiding your attention inward. The torches burn lower here, their flames soft and steady, casting long shadows that drift across the stone. Each step echoes gently, reminding you that you are moving deeper into the heart of the mountain, where silence holds its own ancient wisdom. The walls grow smoother as you walk, as though polished by countless hands over generations. Subtle carvings appear simple lines, forming quiet patterns of circles and waves. They seem to shift as you pass, leading your eyes forward. The air cools again, brushing lightly across your skin. You inhale slowly, letting the coolness settle, then release it in a long, quiet breath. The corridor opens into a tall chamber lit only by thin slivers of moonlight slipping through carved vents high above. Hanging from the ceiling are long, heavy banners swaying gently despite the still air. Their colors deep, crimson, charcoal, and bronze soften in the dim light. You step closer, feeling the quiet gravity of their presence surround you with calm. Each banner holds a single symbol. The first is an open hand, its palm raised in a gesture of acceptance and sincerity. As you pause beneath it, your own breath softens. The cloth stirs slightly as though greeting you. You feel a gentle warmth in your chest, as if the symbol speaks directly to the part of you that craves openness and peace. The next banner bears an icon, half closed, watchful without judgment. You breathe in slowly, letting the symbol deepen your awareness. The chamber feels softer here, quieter, encouraging presence without effort. You let your breath fall naturally, steady and unforced, as though guided by the gaze embroidered into the cloth. A third banner shows a single flame stitched in threads of muted gold. Though no wind moves, the flame seems to flicker, reflecting a familiar inner spark, the quiet strength that endures even when hidden. You bow your head slightly, honoring the notion that discipline often glows brightest when unseen by others. 2 more banners sway slowly at the end of the chamber. One carries a circle, whole and unbroken, a reminder of cycles, patience, and return. The other bears a downward pointing triangle, solid and grounding. Their symbols feel ancient yet deeply personal, whispering that growth is not rushed, but layered gently over time. You leave the banners behind and move toward a doorway framed by smooth stone. The moonlight fades as you step through, replaced by a warmer glow that grows stronger with each step. The air feels still but welcoming, as if the temple recognizes the calm you now carry. You breathe in deeply, letting the warmth settle into your body. The passage slopes downward, its floor polished to a gentle sheen. Your footsteps glide effortlessly across the stone, each one lighter than the last. The faint hum of the mountain returns, steady and low, echoing through the corridor. You follow its vibration deeper, letting it guide your breath into an even slower, calmer rhythm. The corridor widens into a circular hall supported by tall pillars. Each pillar is carved with spiraling patterns that seem to shift in the warm torchlight. The air here vibrates faintly, a soft hum rising through the stone. You pause to breathe with its slow inhale, gentle release. The hall feels alive, as if listening to your presence. In the center of the hall is a lowered platform lined with soft cushions of dark fabric. It looks like a place meant for reflection, a quiet gathering of breath and thought. Tonight, it is yours alone. You step down onto the platform, feeling a gentle warmth beneath your feet, as though the earth is welcoming you. You sit on one of the cushions. The leather cools your skin before warming to your touch. Your hands rest on your legs. Your breath deepens on its own, slow and steady. The spiraling carvings on the pillars begin to glow softly, as if awakened by your stillness. Their light pulses gently, guiding the rhythm of your breath. A soft hum rises from the floor, vibrating through your spine in a comforting rhythm. It settles behind your ribs, where breath becomes intention. No thought needs to be forced. No feeling needs to be shaped. You simply sit. You simply breathe. The hall cradles you in silence thicker than the night outside. As your breath grows smoother, the glow from the pillars rises slowly, climbing upward in a gentle wave. The patterns illuminate like ancient script being read by the air itself. Their light is not brightly enough to offer a sense of calm and quiet order. You feel your thoughts settle into that same simplicity. For a long, slow moment, you sit in perfect stillness. Your mind becomes wide and soft, open like a calm sky. Thoughts drift through without weight. The hall feels like a reminder that peace is not something found, but something allowed. A quiet acceptance spreads through your body, warm and grounding. When you finally rise, your breath moves easily unforced. The cushions remain warm beneath you, as though holding the residue of your presence. You take one last slow inhale, letting the silence fill you. then step off the platform. The pillars dim gently, returning to their resting glow as you move toward the far side of the hall. A narrow passage waits there, carved with straight lines and geometric patterns. The air within it is cooler, more focused. It feels like a place meant for clarity. You follow the path, footsteps soft against the stone. The faint hum fades behind you, replaced by a crisp stillness that sharpens your senses. The passage leads to a chamber shaped like a square, its walls perfectly smooth. A single stone table stands in the center, holding a small bowl filled with clear water. The water reflects the torchlight above, creating a slow ripple of gold across the walls. You step closer, feeling the quiet weight of the space deepen. You lean over the bowl. The water is perfectly still, mirroring your face with calm precision. There is no distortion, no Rippollonia clear reflection. You breathe slowly, watching the inhale expand your chest, watching the exhale soften your expression. The water remains steady, as if reminding you of the value of inner stillness. An inscription lines the edge of the bowl. The mind becomes clear when the heart becomes quiet. You trace the words with your fingertip, feeling the grooves carve deeply into the stone. Your breath deepens. Your attention settles. The world grows softer around the edges as the message sinks into you. You dip your fingers into the water. It is cool and smooth, slipping across your skin like silk. Ripples expand slowly from your touch, widening in gentle circles. You'll watch them move outward, effortless. With each ripple, you feel a soft release inside yourself, as though tension dissolves into the movement. When the water stills again, you lift your hand and let the droplets fall back into the bowl. They strike the surface with quiet taps that echo lightly through the chamber. The sound is delicate, soothing. You inhale slowly, letting the peace of the room settle into your chest like a warm stone. Stepping back from the table, you notice a doorway on the opposite wall. A faint golden glow spills from within, calling you softly forward. Your breath remains deep and steady as you move toward it. Every muscle in your body feels loose, warm, and grounded. The calm is no longer around you, it is within you. You cross the threshold into the glowing passage. The walls here shimmer with a soft amber light, pulsing gently like a slow heartbeat. The air warms around you. You walk deeper into the glow, each step carrying you further into a place where thought fades. Breath deepens, and the journey into yourself continues. The passage deepens into a warm tunnel of amber light. The air feels thicker here, almost velvety, brushing softly across your skin. Your breath moves without effort, slow and deep. Each inhale draws in warmth. Each exhale releases a gentle calm that settles through your shoulders and spine. As you walk, the walls shift subtly, the light widening and narrowing like a slow breath. It feels as though the temple itself is breathing with you, steady, patient, ancient. Your steps fall into perfect rhythm, quiet and unhurried, carrying you deeper into the glow. The passage opens into a small, rounded chamber. Its walls shimmer with soft, golden patterns that drift like slow-moving clouds. At the center sits a round stone seat, smooth and warm. You approach it, feeling a gentle pull inviting you to rest. You lower yourself onto the seat. Warmth flows upward through your legs, into your chest, then down your arms. It feels like being held not tightly, but securely, as if the mountain recognizes your presence and welcomes your stillness. Your breath deepens again, slow and grounded. The patterns on the walls begin to shift, forming gentle shapes, circles, waves, spirals. They move with quiet purpose, drawing your attention into their calm motion. You watch without thinking, letting the shapes guide your breath into an even slower rhythm. A soft pulse rises beneath your seat, a steady vibration that moves through your spine and settles between your ribs. It feels like a second heartbeat, calm, strong, ancient. You breathe with it, letting its rhythm guide your mind into a deeper stillness. Your thoughts soften again, drifting like faint echoes. Nothing presses for attention. Nothing pulls you away. You feel suspended in a moment that stresses gently into quiet. The golden chamber becomes a cocoon of warmth and silence. As you sit, the walls begin to brighten, just slightly. Written shapes emerge within the pattern's simple, ancient words that seem carved from light itself. They read, "Quiet the mind, and the path appears." You let the message settle into you like warm sand. You close your eyes for a moment. Warmth gathers behind your eyelids, glowing softly. Your breath flows like a slow tide rising, falling unhurried. The hum beneath you continues, steady and low, supporting every part of your body with quiet strength. When you open your eyes again, the patterns fade back into gentle light. You rise slowly, feeling the lingering warmth in your legs and chest. The chamber seems to bow in silence as you step toward another passage carved into the far wall. This passage is narrower, lit by soft white light that glows from the stone itself. The air cools again, refreshing and clean. Your footsteps echo in a quiet rhythm, and each sound blends smoothly into the stillness around you. You breathe deeply and follow the path. The corridor slopes upward, and as you ascend, the light grows brighter but remains gentle. The stone beneath your feet becomes smoother, almost silky. You feel lighter with each step, as though the mountain is lifting you rather than you climbing it. You reach a chamber shaped like an oval. A small pool sits at its center, glowing with pale white light. The water is still, smooth as glass, reflecting the chamber like a perfectly polished mirror. You kneel at its edge, feeling the cool air rise from its surface. You lean closer. Your face reflects calmly in the glowing water, softened by the chamber's light. Small ripples begin to move across the pool, though you did not touch it. The motion seems to respond to your breath, expanding and fading in gentle waves. Words shimmer beneath the surface, appearing like moonlight drifting across a lake. In stillness, truth becomes clear. The message settles into the quiet spaces of your mind, where it lingers like a soft echo. You touch the surface lightly. Coolness spreads through your fingertips, then through your hand, relaxing the muscles in your arm and shoulder. The ripples expand slowly, brushing calm into the space around you. As the water settles again, the glow intensifies for a moment, filling the chamber with a soft radiance. You breathe deeply, letting the light expand within you, then release it in a slow, steady exhale. The glow fades gently back to stillness. You rise and look toward an arched doorway on the far side of the chamber. A faint silver light spills from beyond it. Your body feels warm and loose, your steps effortless as you follow the glow into the next passage. The passage is lined with tall, narrow stones that shimmer like polished metal. They reflect your silhouette as you walk, but the reflections appear calmer, more grounded than the figure you expect. It feels like seeing yourself through the eyes of patience. As you continue, the reflections begin to soften, blurring around the edges. They sway gently, as though drifting in water. Your breath deepens again, matching the gentle motion. The air hums faintly, guiding you forward. The corridor opens into a chamber supported by 4 massive pillars of silver stone. At the center stands a tall brazier filled with pale blue flame. The fire burns without heat, casting a cool glow across the chamber. You approach it slowly, feeling your breath fall into perfect rhythm. The flame shifts as you draw near, rising slightly as though acknowledging you. Its soft blue light reflects across your skin, cooling your thoughts. Carved beneath the brazier are words etched with delicate precision. Strength grows quiet when the heart is steady. You rest your hands on the rim of the brazier. The stone is cool, grounding. The flame sways in a slow cadence, moving with your breath. Each inhale steadies it. Each exhale softens it. You close your eyes, letting the flame's quiet presence settle into your mind. When you open your eyes, the blue flame lowers into a gentle glow. The chamber feels wider, calmer, as though it has released a long-held breath. You step back slowly, carrying the flame's quiet strength with you as you move toward the exit on the opposite side. The passage beyond is dim, lit by soft points of silver light set into the walls. The air feels cool and light. Your footsteps echo softly, fading into the quiet behind you. You breathe deeply, feeling the journey continue to unfold gently within your chest, as the temple guides you deeper still. The passage slopes gently downward, and the silver lights begin to pulse in a slow, steady rhythm. Each pulse feels like a soft breath from the mountain itself. You follow the rhythm, letting it guide your steps. The deeper you move, the quieter your thoughts become. The corridor opens into a chamber carved entirely from smooth black stone. Its surface reflects faint glimmers of light, like stars caught beneath the surface. The air here is cool and still, holding a quiet gravity that draws you inward without pressure. At the center of the chamber stands a tall monolithic slab, polished to a mirror-like finish. You approach slowly, watching your reflection emerge within the dark surface. It appears calm, soft, steadier than before, as though shaped by every step you've taken in this temple. As you stand before the monolith, faint lines of silver light trace themselves across its surface, forming delicate patterns around your reflection. They highlight the shape of your face, your breath, your quiet posture, as though acknowledging the calm you've earned. Words appear in the glassy surface. See yourself without judgment. The message drifts into you with a softness that loosens something deep behind your ribs. You breathe slowly, allowing the reflection to simply be what it is, nothing more, nothing less. Your reflection fades, replaced by a swirling haze of soft light. Shapes form moments of strain, effort, letting go then dissolve gently. They do not linger, they do not pull, they simply drift away like mist on warm air. You breathe with the motion. When the haze clears, your reflection returns, now bathed in a subtle glow. You feel no weight in seeing yourself this way, only calm acceptance. You step back slowly, letting the moment settle into your breath and bones. As you leave the chamber, the black stone walls shimmer briefly, as if nodding in quiet approval. You move into a smaller passage filled with soft white light that diffuses evenly through the air. The corridor feels warm, like gentle sunlight after a long night. The passage leads to a room shaped like a dome. At its center lies a shallow pool of warm water, glowing faintly from beneath. Steam rises in thin wisps, drifting upward as if carrying old weight into the air. You kneel beside the pool and feel its warmth radiate toward you. You lower your hand into the water. It is soothing, silky, wrapping around your fingers with gentle heat. The warmth travels up your arm, softening your muscles, easing tension you didn't realize you still held. You breathe deeply and let the warmth seep into you. As you watch, the pool glows brighter, illuminating small inscriptions carved into its stone rim. They read, "Release softly, and life returns in kindness." The words echo inside you with a tender simplicity. As you watch, the pool glows brighter, illuminating small inscriptions carved into its stone rim. They read, "Release softly, and life returns in kindness." The words echo inside you with a tender simplicity. You dip both hands into the pool, cupping the warm water, then let it roll back into the basin. The ripples move slowly across the surface, their motion soothing to watch. Each ripple seems to carry away a little more of your inner weight. When the water returns to stillness, a soft breeze rises through the chamber, carrying the faint scent of pine and warm earth. You inhale deeply, letting the breath expand your chest, then release it slowly, feeling a calm settle deeper than before. You rise and step toward a narrow doorway lit with a soft orange glow. The warmth of the chamber remains with you, lingering in your skin and breath. As you move through the doorway, the light gathers around you like a quiet embrace. The next corridor is lined with smooth, rounded stones that glow gently from within. Their warm light feels alive, pulsing in slow waves that sync naturally with your breath. You walk slowly, letting the waves of light guide your steps. The corridor opens into a chamber shaped like a circle. At its center is a ring of stones arranged in a perfect spiral. Each stone glows a different shade: amber, gold, bronze, deep red, creating a warm gradient of color across the floor. You step inside the spiral, feeling the warm glow rise around your legs. With each step toward the center, the stones brighten slightly, responding to your presence. Your breath deepens, echoing the soft radiance in the room. When you reach the center, a gentle vibration rises from the stones, moving up through your feet and into your chest. It feels grounding, steadying, like standing at the heart of something ancient and enduring. You let the vibration settle into your breath. A warm breeze flows around you, though no doorway is open. It circles you slowly, like a silent reminder of the energy you carry. The chamber glows brighter for a moment, casting soft patterns across your skin. Words appear in a ring of light around your feet. Strength is built in quiet places. The message feels familiar, like a truth you've known but haven't spoken. You breathe deeply, letting the words anchor themselves within you. You step out of the spiral slowly. As you leave the center, the stones dim gently, returning to their soft, resting glow. The chamber feels peaceful, emptied of pressure or expectation. Only quiet remains. A narrow path leads out of the chamber, curving gently to the right. The air cools again, brushing lightly across your arms. You follow the curve, your steps effortless. Your body feels loose, warm, grounded. The path opens into a small room, lit by a single torch resting in a stone cradle. The flame burns steady, casting long shadows that sway with gentle rhythm. You step closer, watching the shadows shift and settle like slow-moving waves. Beside the torch is a simple inscription carved into the wall: "Walk with patience, and the world will open." You trace the words lightly with your fingers. The grooves are warm, as though many hands before yours have sought the same reminder. You take one last slow breath in the dim light of the room. The flame steadies, mirroring your inhale. As you exhale, the shadows soften. You turn toward the next passage, carrying the warmth of the torchlight within your chest as you continue deeper into the temple. The passage grows narrower, the torchlight fading into a gentle glow from the stone itself. The air cools and becomes crisp, clearing your mind with each breath. Your footsteps echo softly, blending with the quiet hum of the mountain as you move forward. The corridor widens into a chamber shaped like a long rectangle. Along each wall rest tall stone tablets engraved with faint markings. Their surfaces shimmer subtly, as though illuminated from within by memories older than the temple itself. You walk slowly along the first tablet. Its carvings shift as you look, forming silhouettes of figures in quiet motion, lifting, writing, kneeling, breathing. Ordinary actions, repeated with presence. The images feel familiar, grounding. The second tablet glows faintly as you step near. Spirals form across its surface, expanding outward like ripples in calm water. You watch them move for a long moment, letting your breath follow their gentle rhythm. At the third tablet, the carvings depict a single path winding up a steep mountain. The way is narrow, slow, unwavering. Beneath it reads, "Progress is a quiet climb." You breathe deeply, letting the words settle into you. The next tablet shows two hands, meeting, one offering, one accepting. A symbol of cooperation, of allowing support, of soft strength. The air warms near it, brushing lightly across your skin as though inviting openness. You reach the final tablet. Its surface is blank at first, smooth and untouched. But as you stand before it, faint lines appear, forming a simple figure standing still in silence. Beneath it, "Be here." You exhale softly. You leave the chamber through a narrow doorway framed in shadow. The air beyond is warmer, filled with a faint earthy scent. It feels grounding, like stepping into the depth of the mountain's quiet heart. The passage slopes gently downward. Small lanterns flicker in alcoves on either side, casting a soft golden glow that dances across the walls. Your steps grow slower, more deliberate, guided by the hush of the corridor. The passage opens into a circular room with a domed ceiling. Above you, starlight lights glow faintly, creating the illusion of a night sky carved into stone. You tilt your head back, breathing in the quiet vastness. In the center of the room sits a low stone platform. Its top is smooth and cool, reflecting the starlight glow. You step onto it carefully, feeling a gentle hum rise beneath your feet, steady and calming. As you stand on the platform, the lights overhead shift subtly, forming constellations that move with slow intention. They swirl gently, guiding your breath into a deeper, smoother rhythm that feels effortless. A soft breeze moves through the chamber, though no doorway is open. It circles around you, warm and slow, as if wrapping you in quiet reassurance. You close your eyes briefly, letting the moment embrace you. When you open your eyes, a single constellation brightens above you. Its pattern resembles a path winding through mountains. A message forms in light beneath it. Keep walking, even in stillness. You step down from the platform. The hum fades gently, like a goodbye whispered by the stone. The chamber remains soft and calm, holding the imprint of your presence as you walk toward another corridor. The corridor is lit by small blue flames resting in carved niches. Their light is cool but soothing, casting soft reflections along the walls. Your breath deepens again, guided by their steady flicker. The passage leads to a small chamber with a single pillar at its center. Upon the pillar rests a round stone sphere that glows faintly from within. Its light pulses gently, like a quiet heartbeat waiting to be heard. You place your hand lightly on the sphere. A cool vibration flows into your palm, up your arm and into your chest. It isn't strong, just steady enough to calm your breath and quiet your thoughts further. The sphere brightens slightly as your breath settles. Words appear across its surface. Patience gathers strength. The message resonates through the room, sinking into you like a slow-moving tide. You lift your hand, and the sphere dims softly. The chamber feels peaceful, finished, as though offering exactly what was needed. You step back toward the passage, carrying the calm with you. The next corridor is dim, illuminated only by a faint line of light running along the floor. You follow it slowly, feeling the air cool around you in a gentle, refreshing wave that eases your mind even further. The corridor opens into a wide, empty hall. The walls are smooth and unadorned, glowing faintly with soft white light. The emptiness feels intentional, an invitation to let the mind rest in simplicity. You walk to the center of the hall. The silence here is deeper than any before, thick and comforting. You breathe slowly, feeling the quiet fill your body, softening every space inside you. A warm glow begins to rise from the floor around you, forming a gentle circle of light. It expands and contracts like a calm heartbeat, syncing effortlessly with your breath. You stand within it, embraced by stillness. In the glow, faint words form beneath your feet. There is power in your quiet. You inhale softly, letting the truth settle into you. As you exhale, the light fades gently, guiding you toward the next part of your journey deeper in the temple. You step out of the fading glow and into a narrow passage. The floor beneath you feels warm, as though holding the last remnants of the light you left behind. The walls rise high and curve inward, guiding you forward with gentle intention. Your breath moves easily, deep and steady, blending with the calm that surrounds you. Ahead, a faint golden shimmer hints at the next space, waiting to welcome you. The passage widens into a tall chamber where strands of golden dust float gently through the air. They drift slowly, catching the light like tiny stars suspended in silence. A soft warmth spreads across the room, settling on your skin in delicate waves. Each breath you take draws in the gentle glow, filling your chest with a sense of quiet expansion, as though your very presence brightens with the light. In the center of the chamber stands a circular stone altar. Its surface glows with a quiet radiance, pulsing softly like a warm heartbeat. You approach and place your hand on the smooth stone. It warms instantly beneath your touch, releasing a calming wave through your arm, into your chest, and down your spine. The warmth gathers within you, deep and steady. The golden dust drifts closer, drawn toward the altar. As the particles gather, they swirl in slow, gentle patterns around your hand. They move like a soft breeze made visible, circling upward in a slow spiral. The air hums faintly, the sound barely audible, yet deeply soothing. Your breath falls into the rhythm of the movement without effort. A message forms within the swirling light. Let your efforts be patient. The words glow softly, hovering in the air before dissolving like warm mist. You inhale deeply, feeling the message soften something within you. The chamber responds with a quiet pulse of warmth, as though affirming what you've released and what you're ready to receive. You lift your hand from the altar and step back. The golden dust disperses slowly, drifting upward until it fades into the high ceiling. The chamber dims gently, settling into a warm, restful glow. You turn toward a doorway etched with delicate spirals, its edges shimmering like faint sunlight through morning fog. You step through with unhurried grace. The next passage slopes gently downward, its walls glowing in muted tones of bronze and amber. The air grows warmer with each step, carrying a subtle scent of cedarwood and glowing embers. Your breath deepens naturally, responding to the grounded warmth around you. Your steps lighten, as though the path itself supports your movement. The passage leads into a low, wide chamber. In its center burns a large, round fire pit filled with glowing coals. The heat radiates in soft waves, warm but never harsh. The coals pulse with deep red light, expanding and contracting like a slow, ancient breath. You approach, feeling the warmth seep into your body, relaxing your muscles. As you stand before the coals, their glow rises, brightening your face and chest. Shadows dance gently across the chamber walls in calm, rhythmic patterns. An inscription appears along the rim of the fire pit. Endurance grows from steady embers. The words resonate deeply, grounding you in a sense of quiet strength and unwavering patience. You kneel beside the coals and rest your hands on the warm stone. The heat flows up your arms, easing tension from your shoulders and back. The glow reflects in your breath, each exhale softening further, each inhale grounding deeper. You linger there for a long moment, allowing the warmth to fill the spaces that once held strain. When you rise, the fire dims slightly, as though acknowledging your readiness to continue. A narrow archway opens behind the pit, lit by a gentle copper glow. The air shifts from warm to cool in a single calm wave, brushing softly across your skin. You step through the arch, letting the coolness settle over you like a refreshing sigh. This corridor is quiet and dim, illuminated only by thin lines of white light running along the floor. They pulse slowly, guiding your steps with rhythmic softness. Your footsteps make almost no sound, absorbed by the smooth stone beneath you. The silence feels sacred, inviting your breath to fall even slower, deeper, more intentional. The corridor opens into a small chamber shaped like a hexagon. In the center floats a faint sphere of white light, hovering just above the ground. Its glow is soft and cool, barely brighter than moonlight. You approach slowly, feeling a gentle clarity rising within you, as if the air itself sharpens your awareness without any effort. The sphere pulses gently, its glow expanding and contracting like a calm heartbeat. As you step closer, It brightens slightly, responding to your presence. Words form briefly across its surface. Soft focus reveals truth. The message lingers for only a moment before dissolving into the air like a quiet breath. You extend your hand toward the sphere. A cool breeze flows around your fingers, wrapping them in gentle clarity. The sensation travels up your arm and into your chest, clearing the last remnants of distraction. Your breath steadies into an even slower rhythm, guided by the quiet pulse of light. The chamber brightens softly, revealing faint lines carved into the wall's geometric patterns arranged in calm symmetry. They seem to reinforce the message of the sphere. Stillness creates space. Space reveals meaning. You breathe deeply, letting the symmetry resonate in your thoughts until your mind feels smooth and unburdened. This sphere dims gently, settling into a soft, steady glow. You step back, feeling the clarity linger in your breath and eyes. A passage opens behind the chamber, lit by gentle shades of silver and pale blue. You move toward it with ease, guided by the cool, calming light. The corridor feels lighter than the previous ones, almost weightless. The air flows smoothly around you, carrying a faint sound like distant wind moving across open fields. Your steps feel soft, almost floating, as though the ground simply meets your feet without resistance. Your breath deepens into effortless silence. The passage opens into a tall room with walls of pale stone. Thin streams of light fall from narrow vents high above, illuminating floating particles that drift like silver snow. The air feels crisp and open, reminding you of standing on a mountain peak at dawn. You inhale slowly, filling your chest with cool calm. In the center of the room stands a tall pillar carved from translucent stone. Light flows through it in soft currents, shifting in slow patterns like gentle snowfall. You walk toward it and rest your hand on its smooth surface. The pillar cools your skin, easing your breath into steady release. The pillar brightens at your touch. Light gathers at its base, rising in slow spirals until it reaches the top. A soft tone resonates through the room, long and faint, vibrating gently through your chest. Words appear along the pillar. Clarity comes when hurry fades. You breathe deeply, letting the truth settle inside you. When the light fades, your hand remains warm from the pillar's touch. The room feels open and wide, filled with quiet openness. You step away slowly, grateful for the calm that now rests across your mind. A narrow path lined with soft light leads you forward, deeper into the temple's quiet heart. The path curves into a smaller, intimate chamber where a single lantern hangs from the ceiling. Its flame burns steady and pale, casting gentle shadows that sway like slow-moving waves. The warmth is subtle but comforting, wrapping you in a soft glow of quiet reassurance. Beneath the lantern is a stone bench carved into the floor. You sit upon it, feeling a gentle warmth rise through your legs and back. Your breath softens immediately, settling into perfect rhythm with the lantern's glow. The shadows sway gently, encouraging your thoughts to loosen and drift. Above you, the flame flickers once, revealing a small inscription carved into the base of the lantern. Rest is part of the path. The message settles warmly in your chest. You breathe slowly, allowing every part of your body to release. Then you rise gently, ready to continue deeper into the temple's unfolding stillness. You leave the lantern chamber through a narrow arch where cool air drifts gently across your skin. The corridor ahead is dim, lit only by faint lines of silver along the floor. Your footsteps soften as you walk, absorbed by the quiet stone. Your breath settles into a deep, steady rhythm, guided by the gentle hush that fills the passage. The corridor widens into a long hall where pale light flows across the ceiling like slow-moving clouds. The shifting glow calms your senses, easing the mind into effortless quiet. You feel lighter with each step, as though the mountain is carrying part of your weight. Your breath deepens, expanding softly through your chest. In the center of the hall rests a round stone pedestal. Hovering above it is a thin ring of light, spinning slowly in perfect silence. Its motion is steady and smooth, calming to watch. You approach it, feeling the air grow cooler, clearer, as though the ring draws quiet directly into the room. The ring brightens as you near. Its glow expands slightly, bathing your face in soft silver light. You lift your hand toward it, and the ring shifts gently downward until it hovers before your chest. A subtle vibration hums through the air, resonating with your breath, guiding it into even deeper calm. Words appear within the spinning ring. Balance comes from gentle alignment. The message glows softly before fading into drifting particles of light. The ring raises again, returning to its slow rotation. You breathe deeply, allowing the calm to settle through your shoulders and along your spine. You step away from the pedestal. The ring dims gradually, returning to its former glow. At the far end of the hall, a passage opens, lit by warm, amber light. You walk toward it with quiet purpose, your breath moving like a steady tide. The air shifts as you enter, becoming warmer and carrying a faint scent of cedar. The corridor slopes upward, its walls textured with smooth carvings of waves and flowing lines. The patterns guide your eyes forward, encouraging a sense of gentle momentum. Each step feels lighter, as though the ground supports you with soft intention. Your breath moves easily, unforced and steady. The slope leads into a chamber shaped like an open shell. The walls curve inward gracefully, reflecting warm light that fills the room with peaceful amber tones. At the center sits a stone bowl filled with faintly glowing sand. The sand shifts in slow waves, moving as though stirred by an unseen wind. You kneel beside the bowl. The sand releases a soft warmth that reaches toward your face. As you watch, the shifting grains form patterned circles, spirals, gentle arcs appearing for a moment before blending back into the whole. The motion soothes your breath, slowing it into smooth, quiet cycles. A message forms briefly in the sand. Let life shape itself. The words ripple outward before dissolving into soft waves. You breathe slowly, feeling the meaning settle deeper into your calm. The sand brightens once, then returns to its soft glow, signaling that your time here is complete. Rising gently, you step toward a small archway at the side of the chamber. The air beyond is cool, almost crisp, and carries a faint whisper like distant wind across stone. You walk forward, your body loose and grounded, your mind open and still. The archway leads into a long, narrow corridor. The corridor is lit by pale blue crystals embedded in the walls. Their cool glow washes across your skin, easing the last remnants of tension. Your steps echo softly, fading quickly into the quiet. With each breath, your awareness deepens, sharpening into a calm, clear presence. The corridor ends in a circular chamber with a tall column of light rising at its center. The light flows upwards like a gentle waterfall, shimmering with soft hues of silver and blue. The air around it feels charged, not with energy, but with clarity, as if everything unnecessary falls away near its glow. You approach the column. Its cool radiance washes across your face and chest. The light moves slowly, bending and curving as though shaped by your breath. You extend your hand, and the light gathers around your fingers like soft mist, cool and grounding. A gentle tone echoes through the chamber, long and low, resonating in your chest. As it fades, faint words appear within the column. Clarity begins with a quiet heart. The message brightens for a moment, then dissolves into flowing light. You close your eyes, breathing deeply into your center. Opening your eyes, you step back as the column grows dimmer, returning to its steady glow. A new passage reveals itself behind the light, its entrance framed by soft, shifting shadows. You follow it, feeling your breath move easily, your mind quiet and open. This passage is wider, the air warmer and filled with a soft scent of herbs and earth. The walls glow with deep amber hues that pulse gently, guiding you forward. Each step feels natural and effortless, as though you've walked this path before in another time. The passage opens into a chamber draped with long curtains of woven fabric. They hang from the ceiling in soft, flowing layers, creating a warm cocoon of stillness. You step between them, feeling their gentle brush against your shoulders as they shift softly around you. At the center of the chamber sits a low platform covered with smooth cloth. Above it hangs a lantern emitting a gentle peach-colored glow. The light warms the room, softening every surface. You sit on the platform, letting the cloth cradle your weight. Your breath deepens, slow and peaceful. The lantern sways slightly, casting gentle moving shadows across the fabric curtains. The patterns lull your thoughts into quiet drift. You feel your body relax further, sinking into the woven cradle beneath you. A soft pulse of warmth from the lanterns settles into your chest. A brief shimmer appears inside the lantern, forming faint words in the softly glowing air. Quiet moments build lasting strength. The message fills you with calm assurance. You breathe slowly, absorbing its truth, letting it deepen your stillness. You rise gently from the platform. The curtains shift as you move, parting slowly to reveal another doorway. A cool draft flows through the opening, refreshing and light. You step toward it with ease, carrying the lantern's warmth within you as you leave the chamber. The next corridor is dim, illuminated by tiny points of blue-white light along the ceiling. They resemble distant stars scattered across a night sky. As you walk beneath them, your breath slows, guided by the quiet beauty of the space. Your footsteps feel effortless, gliding across the stone. At the end of the corridor stands a high arch opening into a vast hall. The ceiling rises into darkness, and the floor below reflects faint light like a calm lake. The air feels spacious, wide, filled with a quiet that reaches deep into your chest. You step inside, feeling the openness welcome you. A single torch burns at the far end of the hall, its flame steady and soft. As you walk toward it, your reflection glides across the polished floor beside you. The flame brightens slightly with each step, as though recognizing your arrival. You breathe in its warm glow, ready for the next stage of the temple's journey. You approach the lone torch, its flame steady and calm. The warmth reaches you before you arrive, wrapping you in a gentle glow. The torch rests in a stone cradle carved with simple, ancient patterns. As you stand before it, the flame sways once, as though greeting you, then settles into a slow, rhythmic flicker that mirrors your breath. Behind the torch, faint markings appear on the wall, illuminated by its glow. They form a quiet inscription: "Move with intention, not haste." The words soften something deep within you. You breathe slowly, letting the meaning sink into your chest. The hall remains silent, holding the message in steady reverence. To the right of the torch, a doorway opens into a corridor lined with tall stone slabs. Each slab is engraved with flowing lines that resemble currents of water. The patterns shimmer as you pass, reflecting the torchlight in soft waves. Your footsteps fall into a gentle rhythm, guided by the calming movement of the lines. The corridor gradually descends, and the air cools with each step. A faint sound rises from Bellasoft, steady like distant rainfall. The sound is soothing, a quiet reminder of nature's patience. You follow it downward, your breath sinking with its gentle cadence. The passage opens into a wide chamber where thin streams of water fall from the ceiling into shallow pools scattered across the floor. The sound of dripping water fills the space, creating a soft, constant melody. The air is cool and fresh, carrying a faint earthy scent that calms your senses. You walk to one of the pools. The surface ripples gently with each drop of falling water, forming small circles that expand and fade. You kneel beside it and touch the surface with your fingertips. The water is cool and smooth, grounding you instantly. Your breath deepens, matching the soft rhythm of the falling drops. An inscription carved along the edge of the pool glows faintly as you lean closer. Patience shapes all things. The words settle into your thoughts with quiet certainty. You watch another drop fall, sending new ripples outward. You exhale slowly, feeling tension melt from your shoulders. You rise and walk between the pools. Their gentle splashes echo softly, layering into a peaceful harmony. The chamber seems alive, breathing in slow rhythm with the water. A warm light shines from a narrow opening on the far side, inviting you onward through the calm. Stepping through the opening, you enter a curved passage bathed in soft amber light. The walls are smooth, almost velvety under your fingers. The air here is warmer, soothing your skin. You inhale deeply, letting the warmth settle into your chest and spine. Your steps grow slower, more deliberate. The passage leads into a circular chamber where a tall stone pillar stands at the center. At its top hovers a small orb of glowing light. The orb pulses gently, sending warm waves through the room. You approach slowly, sensing its calm radiance soothing your breath and quieting your thoughts. The orb dims gently, returning to its soft glow. A narrow passage opens behind the pillar, lined with warm gold light. You follow it, feeling your breath deepen with each step. The air becomes slightly warmer, carrying a faint scent of pine and gentle earth. The corridor guides you with comforting ease. Ahead, a chamber shaped like an oval reveals itself. In its center rests a smooth stone bench carved directly from the floor. Above it hangs a lantern filled with soft green light, casting gentle patterns across the walls. The atmosphere feels soothing and restorative, inviting you to sit and rest. You sit on the bench, feeling the cool stone warm beneath you. The lantern above sways slowly, projecting shifting shapes that drift like leaves floating on a quiet stream. Each shape moves with calm purpose, guiding your breath into a slow, steady rhythm that softens every muscle in your body. A gentle breeze reaches from unseen vents along the walls, carrying a fresh, earthy scent. The air brushes softly against your skin, loosening any remaining tension. You close your eyes briefly, letting the breeze move through you like a calm reminder of the world beyond the temple. When you open your eyes, the lantern brightens slightly, revealing an inscription etched into the stone beneath you. Rest gathers strength. The words resonate deeply, echoing the truth you feel in your breath. You linger on the bench for a few moments, absorbing the quiet reassurance. You rise gently and step toward a narrow doorway glowing with soft white light. The air beyond feels crisp and clean, refreshing your senses. As you walk through the doorway, the chamber dims behind you, releasing you into the next stage of your journey with quiet grace. The corridor ahead is lined with smooth white stone, reflecting the soft light in gentle waves. The floor feels cool beneath your feet, grounding your steps. Your breath falls into a deep, quiet rhythm that carries you effortlessly forward. The air grows lighter, almost buoyant, easing your body into deeper calm. The corridor opens into a long hall filled with soft luminescence. Thin strands of light drift from the ceiling like falling snowflakes, dissolving before they touch the floor. You walk through them, feeling each faint glow brush your skin like a whisper. Your breath slows, matching the peaceful descent of the light. At the far end of the hall stands a tall arched doorway. Its edges glow with a faint blue light, revealing swirling patterns that move like calm water. You step toward it slowly, captivated by the gentle motion. Each breath draws you deeper into stillness, as though the doorway itself is calming your heart. Beyond the arch lies a chamber shaped like a circle, its walls lined with gently glowing crystals. The crystals emit soft blue light that fills the room with an atmosphere of cool serenity. A shallow bowl rests at the center, holding clear water that reflects the crystal's glow in shimmering patterns. You kneel beside the bowl and gaze into the water. Its surface is perfectly still, mirroring the soft blue light around you. As you breathe, faint ripples form, expanding outward with each exhale. The motion is slow, graceful, soothing. The room feels like a sanctuary carved from silence. Words appear across the bowl's rim as the ripples settle. Still water reveals truth. You touch the surface gently, letting the coolness ease your hand. The ripples move out again, carrying away any lingering tension. The message lingers softly in your mind, grounding your thoughts in clarity. You rise from the bowl and walk toward another passage opening at the far side of the chamber. Soft white light spills from it, guiding your steps. Your breath remains deep and steady, carrying the calm of the chamber with you as you continue your descent into the temple's inner stillness. The passage ahead feels lighter, as though carved from soft mist. The walls glow faintly with pale blue patterns that shift like drifting clouds. As you walk, the patterns move with you, flowing gently along the stone. Your breath synchronizes with their motion, drawing you deeper into peaceful awareness. The corridor deepens, the pale blue patterns drifting more slowly now, as if matching your steady breath. The air grows warmer, carrying a faint scent of stone warmed by sun. You walk gently, unhurried, feeling your thoughts dissolve into soft quiet. Ahead, a soft golden glow begins to form, subtle and inviting. The passage opens into a wide chamber where warm light pours from high slits in the stone. The room feels ancient and sacred, as though carved for reflection alone. At its center lies a smooth circular platform. You step toward it, feeling the air soften around you, encouraging deeper stillness. The platform glows faintly beneath your feet. As you stand upon it, a gentle hum rises from deep within the stone, moving through your legs and settling into your chest. Your breath deepens without effort, expanding slowly, releasing gently. The chamber grows quiet, as if waiting for your presence to settle. Thin beams of light descend from above, forming a soft column around you. The air shimmers faintly, warm and comforting. The column pulses in slow rhythm, syncing with your breath. Each inhale deepens the glow. Each exhale softens it. You feel suspended in perfect balance, held by the silence. As the light surrounds you, Faint symbols begin to appear, simple shapes of circles, lines, and spirals drifting gently in the beam. They move slowly, like floating memories, guiding your mind into effortless clarity. You breathe with them, watching as they fade and reappear in calming rhythm. A soft whisper rises from the stone, more felt than heard. You have walked far, now rest. The words flow through you, settling warmly in your chest. Your shoulders release another layer of tension. Your breath slows into a long, quiet rhythm that feels both grounding and weightless. The beam of light expands, filling the chamber with gentle gold. The walls glow softly, revealing carved patterns once hidden in shadow. They swirl like flowing water, wrapping the room in calm movement. You close your eyes, letting the warmth deepen along your spine and settle beneath your ribs. When you open your eyes, the light begins to shift, guiding your attention toward a small doorway on the far side of the chamber. The doorway glows with soft white light, brighter than any you've seen. It feels like the heart of the temple, a place designed for final stillness. You step toward the doorway. The air becomes silent, deeper than the quiet you've known before. As you cross the threshold, the world softens. The walls appear smooth and pale, glowing gently as though lit from within. Your steps make no sound. You breathe in the silence, letting it fill every part of you. The passage tips slightly upward, then opens into a round sanctuary carved from flawless white stone. A soft pool of golden light fills the center, casting warm reflections along the curved walls. The air is still, warm, perfect, like entering the breath between thoughts. At the heart of the sanctuary rests a low stone bed, smooth as polished marble. A faint warmth radiates from it, inviting you to lie down. You move toward it slowly, steps floating across the floor. The air wraps around you like a gentle cloak, easing your breath into deeper calm. You sit upon the smooth stone bed. Its warmth rises into your body immediately, relaxing your legs, softening your shoulders, quieting your mind. The golden light dims slightly, adjusting to your presence. You lie back gently, letting the surface cradle your full weight with steady, grounding warmth. Above you, the ceiling glows with soft, shifting patterns of light slow spirals and gentle waves drifting like clouds at dusk. They move at the pace of your breath, calming your thoughts, easing you into deeper stillness. Your body becomes heavy, warm, deeply at ease. The sanctuary grows quieter still. Even your breath seems to make no sound, yet you feel it moving soft, smooth, effortless. Your eyelids lower slightly, the muscles growing soft. The golden glow around the room settles into a warm halo, holding you in restful calm. A faint whisper rises from the stone beneath you. You have earned your rest. The message is gentle, tender, grounding. You breathe slowly, letting the truth wash through your chest. The warmth spreads deeper, relaxing even the smallest muscles, easing your thoughts into quiet drift. The ceiling light fades into softer tones, blending gold with gentle shades of silver. The movement becomes almost imperceptible. Your breath falls into a slow rhythm, long, smooth inhales, soft, steady exhales. You feel suspended between waking and dreams, held by the mountain's ancient calm. The golden pool of light surrounding the bed contracts slightly, focusing around your body like a warm cocoon. Your limbs grow heavier, your breath deeper. Thoughts drift like feathers, appearing gently, dissolving effortlessly. You let each one fall away without effort. The sanctuary dims further, the edges of the room softening into gentle blur. The air feels warmer, thicker, cradling you in deep comfort. Your heartbeat slows, steady and quiet. Your breath becomes the only movement, rising and falling like a calm tide at night. Another whisper flows through the room, barely audible. Be still. You are safe. The words settle deeper than before, reaching the places where strain once lived. They ease what remains, loosening every held moment. You exhale slowly, sinking further into the stone's gentle warmth. The ceiling light fades to soft, glowing embers. Everything grows quieter, softer, deeper. Your thoughts slow until they dissolve entirely. You feel yourself floating within the warm glow, guided only by breath, smooth, unbroken, effortless. The room feels infinite now, wide and expansive, yet safe and warm. You sense the weight of the temple around you, its strength, its silence, its ancient patience. It holds you gently, like a protective embrace formed from stone, light, and time. Your breathing slows even more. The inhales are soft, warm, spacious. The exhales drift out like mist, barely noticeable. Your body grows wonderfully heavy, sinking deeply into stillness. The warmth beneath you spreads upward, easing your mind into quiet surrender. The light dims once again, leaving only a faint glow outlining the sanctuary's curves. Your eyes grow heavier with each breath. The silence becomes deeper than anything you've felt. Complete, peaceful. The temple holds you in perfect rest. A final whisper drifts through the golden calm. Here, you may let go. The words resonate through your chest, easing the final threads of awareness. Your breath becomes slow, long, gentle. The rise and fall of deep, restorative rest. The sanctuary darkens to warm twilight. The patterns above vanish into soft haze. You feel your body melt fully into the stone bed, supported effortlessly. Thoughts drift like distant stars fading from sight. The hum of the temple becomes a lullaby that settles into your bones. Your breath grows shallow and slow, perfect for sleep. Warmth gathers around your chest, then spreads through your limbs in gentle waves. Every exhale draws you deeper into rest, deeper into stillness. The world narrows to nothing but breath and calm. The chamber fades into darkness, touched by soft gold. The warmth holds you like a gentle tide, rising, falling, soothing every part of you, You drift further, wrapped in deep silence. Nothing pulls you, nothing presses. You are simply allowed to rest. Your body becomes weightless, your mind unburdened. The mountain's ancient calm surrounds you completely, cradling you in quiet depths. Each breath carries you further into peaceful sleep, deeper than before, softer than thought, warmer than memory. Everything fades into warm darkness. The temple's silence holds you. Your breath slows to a gentle whisper, steady and calm. You drift through quiet, wrapped in the safety of this sacred place, where nothing is required and everything is at peace. And here, in the heart of the mountain's stillness, you rest. The temple keeps its silent watch as your breath softens into deep, uninterrupted sleep. Warmth surrounds you, quiet fills you, and you drift gently, easily, fully, into peaceful, restorative slumber. Let your breath stay soft, your body heavy, nothing more to do. You've walked deep into stillness tonight, and the quiet you found now rests within you. Let it steady your heart as you drift into deeper sleep. Thank you for being here, for choosing peace and presence. If you wake, remember, stillness is close. Just breathe, slowly, and let the world soften again. Good night from Grind and Mind.